In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make awesome platformer menus in Geometry Dash. So the first thing I'm going to do is just set up what I want my thing to look like. And you need to have an idea of what you want your selection to look like. So for example, I could make there'd be 4 buttons, and I could make them change color, so green could be whatever's highlighted. Or I could make what I would usually do, I liked having a background, put it on a separate layer just further back, and then I'll just scale it up a little bit so that you can kind of see a background on there. And I just like making it yellow because I feel like it, I don't know why. And I could have this say be black, so when you have it selected it would look like that, whereas otherwise it would just be black. Can even scale it down a little bit, it's a bit too much, I think. So I'm just gonna have 4 buttons because that should be good enough. And since I want these to appear when you have it selected, I'm gonna set each of these yellow things to its own group. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I don't want them on already, so I'm gonna just turn off all those. 2, 3, 4, and 5 all set to 0 opacity. So they should all be invisible now, and for example, I could set 3 to full opacity, and that one would be highlighted. And that's kind of what we want. So I'm just going to set a custom song so there's not lines everywhere. And the first thing I'm going to do with actually setting up the menu is I'm going to put what I want changed, which in this case I'm going to want, for the first one, I want group 2 to fade in because I want group 2 shown. And then I'm going to want 3 event triggers. 1, 2, 3. And so I'm going to set the top one to right push. So when I push right, that gets activated. The next one to left push. So when I push left, that gets activated. And the last one to jump push. So this one is when we jump. I'm going to want it activated. And if I had my level as 2-player, it'd be the same thing, but if I want it on the left side, I could set extra ID to 1 for only player 1, 2 for player 2, and whatever, but it's just 1 player, so I'm not going to be too concerned about that. And then here's where we turn it on, and I'm also beneath the left and the right, I'm also going to want to turn it off. Then I'm also, whenever I go left or right, I don't want to keep activating these, so we're going to have 2 stop triggers and 2 spawn triggers. So this one will go right at the top, and these ones at the bottom will go left. And I actually don't need 4 here, but it's easier. I could delete 2 and share the groups here, but I'm not doing that. So this is one block or whatever. So this will all be related to this first thing. And since I have 4, I'm going to want to have 4 of these. So I'm just going to copy paste it 4 times. And then since these ones were for whatever different groups, I'm just going to set them to the groups I want them to be. So this can be 3, this can be 4, and this can be 5. And then what the other thing I want is I need all the event triggers and the top one in their own groups. So this is 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now what I'm going to do is just set all the stop triggers to stop the correct ones. So we had 6, 7, 8, and 9. And the next thing I want to do, all of these on the right need to spawn what is to the right. So to the right of the 6 is going to be the 7. To the right of the 7 is going to be the 8. To the right of this is going to be the 9. To the right of this, you just want to loop back, it's going to be back to the 6. If you don't want it to loop back, you could just not have this here. And then same idea here, this needs to be the 8. This needs to be the 7. This needs to be the 6. And this needs to go all the way back to the 9. And then from here, I'm just going to connect the event triggers to these. So I'm just going to put them all in groups and then put them where they should be. So this one's going to need to say 10. It's going to need to be 11 because I put these in group 11, and so on. So I'm just going to quickly put them all where they need to be. So now all these event triggers should spawn the correct one. And this should be our right and left scrolling, and it should work properly as it is now. And what I said that you could do to save some objects. So this is in group 14. So I could actually delete both of these and put both of these additionally in 14 as well as 10, which would save 2 objects for each one, and I could do that for all of them if I wanted to, but I'm not going to for this example because I'm just showing you how to do it. And since this is 7, if I wanted to spawn the first one, for example, I would just spawn group 7, and we should be able to scroll. That was not 7. 7's the second one, my bad. 6 is the first one. Okay, so if you spawn 6, it should start at the start, and I can tap right and go to the right, and tap left and go to the left, which is exactly what I want. So now I just need to actually make the things work. So let's just say for the first one, I just want to make a spike disappear. Let's just say, so I could just have a spike here and just toggle the spike off, which the spike's going to be in group 18, so this can just toggle 18 off. And we're going to put it in our group and just attach it to here. And that's all you need to do for everything. So if I just click there, just turn the spike off. You could even make it so that turns on and off, but I'm not going to show that because it's just supposed to be simple. I could actually make this one turn it on. That'd probably just be easier. And so we're going to put this in group 20, and this can be group 20. So off, and that doesn't turn on. I don't know what I did. Oh, I changed this. This is still supposed to be 18. Okay, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on. And it should just work like that. Now, if I just wanted the other one to play a sound effect, I could just put sound effects trigger here and just make it play some sound effect. I don't know, you can just go with that. Put it in group 21 and 21. So now when I play, this should play that sound effect, which it does, so that's good. And then for the last one, I'm going to actually change this one because let's just say you had like 2 different screens you wanted to go through. I'm not going to want this to keep going in that situation, for example. So I can make this static to 22. And then I'm actually going to want these 2 triggers to also be activated here, which again, I could just set them into the other 2, so I don't actually need them. So I could, set these 17, because that's what that one was. And then I could put this as 23, this is 23, and then put those as 23. So now the other stuff won't keep going in the background as I'm clicking, because otherwise these buttons would still be clicking even though I'm viewing here. So I should be able to click that, and now we're viewing up here instead. And that should be all for this tutorial.